Oh, hello there. Welcome back to Crafters TV. My name's Joe Remblance. Oh my word, are you in the right place at the right time? You join us in the midst of our members event. It just started yesterday, and this is our members event Cartload, which is very, very exciting. Members event means even bigger discounts for you, double points and freebies as well. Isn't that right, Sara?
Oh yes, we had an awesome kick-off to members event yesterday. Thousands of you have been taking advantage of all the awesome stuff we've got going on for our members event, and the Cartload preview, or the Cartload amuse-bouche as our Joe likes to call it, was an amazing blowout show this morning. Now if you were watching this morning, you'll be pleased to know I've got loads of different stuff to show you this afternoon. If you missed this morning, don't worry, there's only a few things we've had out. However, there are quite a few things that are getting a little bit dangerously low now, so don't say you weren't warned.
Absolutely. We had an incredibly busy Cartload preview a little earlier today. Good news though, if there's good news, nothing's sold out yet. However, there's going to be a lot of sellouts that are going to come thick and fast in this main Cartload. What I would definitely suggest to you is getting across to the website crafterscompanion.co.uk, .com or .eu and shopping ahead. Now, members event, it's the first one since I've worked here and I'm very excited about it. It means that we're really going to give something back to our Club Inspire members. Every single person gets an extra 5% discount. So if you were a silver member, you'd normally get 10%. It's now 15. Gold, you're no longer getting 15. You're going to get 20. And platinum members, you are going to get a whacking great 25% off of everything in show here on Crafters TV right up until the end of Sunday, but also across absolutely everything on our website. So if there's something you've had your eye on for a little while, now is definitely the time to grab it, because not only that, you're also going to get double points, which is amazing. So we're going to help you get up to that next level in the club whilst you're in the process of getting these great deals too. Now, something else that I must tell you about, the tote bag. If you spend £40 or $40 in one transaction, you will get the Keep Calm and Craft On tote bag. The great thing is about this, it'll just automatically be added to your order, but it is while stocks last. Direct, Sara, from the runways of Paris and Milan to us here at Newton Aycliffe. It's very stylish, isn't it?
Well, I loved it when you said earlier, who needs a Mulberry or a Fendi bag or a Gucci bag
Absolutely.
when you can have one of these? And it is one of those awesome ones that folds down mini and will stuff in the bottom of your handbag when you're out doing the shopping. So they are limited edition. We're not going to be keeping these in stock after this members event. We've had a limited run made of them. We've got them in. We are giving them away with every order. And just to clarify, because a few people were asking in the earlier show, if you ordered yesterday and got one in with your order, will you still get one today? Yes, you will. Every order that you put in that's over £40 or $40 will automatically add this into their cart. So actually, you could end up with 2 or 3 of these over the weekend, and I wouldn't be sad if that was the case, would you?
If they don't sell out, that is, of course, because they are only while stocks last. Now, the travel mug. Oh my word, over half the stock of the travel mug has sold out and gone. This has been tested by Sara as well. She had a lovely cuppa in there all day. Is it still nice and piping hot, Sara?
Well, I'll be honest, I drank my last cuppa during the show. This one I've had for the last hour or so. We've still got a good bit of steamability. Let me tell you that, well, you know how good a travel mug is, and we didn't, because we don't do merchandise very often, we did it really, we've just done it for this event. And again, we're not going to be doing these going forward. It's not what, they've been brought in just for members event. They were supposed to be here all weekend. If they sell out today, that is it. There'll not be another production run coming in. There'll not be that. We are just producing this designer travel mug just for this event.
Beautiful. Make sure you get your hands on yours. Don't miss out. I was looking at the figures after the earlier show. A lot of you multi-ordered on that, getting one for yourself, one for a friend, one for home, one for work as well. They are really, really fabulous. When in doubt, craft. Absolutely. Right, I want to move on to oh yes, I was gonna share this with you, but this will wait just a moment because there's something even more pressing
Yes, Joe, you can wait a moment. We sold hundreds of these this morning. Again, I'm very excited to have these. These I commissioned for one of my shows a few weeks ago, and then for some reason they got put on a show that wasn't mine. You guys sold them all, so we've just got them back in stock for today's members event Cartload. So they're our pre-cut cards and envelopes, and each one you get the 4x6, so like the A6, A2 American type size, and the 6x6. You also get the matching pearlescent envelopes. Now, usually I'm not an advocate, Joe, of pre-scored cards and envelopes. However, you couldn't make them in the pearl finish for the price that we are selling them at. So bear in mind, you are getting them. You're not going to pay this price on here, because actually you get your members discount on top of these. Now, let me tell you, you get 10 of the square gold and 10 of the A2, A6 gold or whatever. You then get the same in the lilac. So what we've done is we've picked the colours which we know will work and give you nice cards. So I've given you the Crafter's Lilac because it's fabulous. You've got that lovely regal gold. And then we've also done the gorgeous blue. And the blue is brilliant because I think it's nice to have a deep shade in here as well. You'll see when we come to do some cards with them, they're just a really, really nice deep colour to work with. And again, those really gorgeous, expensive looking envelopes. I mean, come on, pearl envelopes. And you could even be embossing your envelope. So if you are someone who has lovely embossing, we could do some embossing. Oh, I might try that in the show. Might try embossing some envelopes in the show. Watch this space.
Oh, yes, that sounds exciting. Shiny, shiny, pearly envelopes. Does it get any better? 1/3 of the stock of those have gone. I can see a lot of you have already popped those into your basket. Now, it's going to be really busy on those. Just hearing how busy it is on the website, it is in meltdown. I would definitely get yourself over to the website, get shop to head, crafterscompanion.wherever-you-are.co.uk.com or .eu, where you can see absolutely everything, and you can watch the show as well at the same time. Now, even more gorgeous items with Sara. The Chloe items, everything that's Chloe on this show is a very, very limited stock. That's right, isn't it, Sara?
Yeah, we did. We did have a couple of Chloe sellouts earlier this morning as well. I know Joe was like, oh, we didn't sell anything out. We did have a few limited. These are now limited stock. Now, you get 2 pads. If I just walk you through both of them, you get, because they're the popular sizes, the same as our cards, the 6x6 and then the 4x6. Now, each one of these, if you have a flick through, Joe, you'll see it's got 36 pages. They are that beautiful pearl card that we do. And this is inkable, so the reason it's white is so that you can ink with them, right? But each of these, not only is it inkable, but these are all pre-die cut as well. So each of these designs, for example, you take that beautiful poinsettia corner, and then if I pop these out, can you see? They're all going to pop out and lift out. So anybody who either doesn't have a Gemini or doesn't have some of Chloe's beautiful die cuts, dies, this is the way to get that look, but without having to do, without having to invest in all of the dies and whatnot. There are so many different designs in here. Look, there's all the designs. You get them in the 6x6 36 sheets, and also that lovely 4x6, again with the holly and the poinsettia corners and the beautiful snowflakes all sized in the 4x6. They would work brilliantly well with anybody who is also going for those 4x6 papers that we had, because bear in mind, you could be taking one of these. Look how they size up perfectly. Can you see? So you could be taking one of these, popping it out, colouring it up, sticking it straight in the front of here. You've got quick Christmas cards in an instant, Joe.
Absolutely, they are really, really brilliant. I can see a lot of you have multi-ordered on those. We've got some cut and emboss folders as well on the show. They're also really busy and very limited stock. Less than 10% of the original stock now of that one is remaining. Right, it's time. Because it is time, of course, to reveal, if you missed the show earlier, the members mega deal. It is the one deal that's been put together that we hoped would run all the way through our members event, right the way up until the end of Sunday. However, I need to let you know, just in one show this morning, and bearing in mind this is going to be featured in 8 shows across the weekend, in just one show, a quarter of the stock sold out and went. The thing is with this deal, once it sells out, we're still going to bring the Gemini to you. We'll still bring it to you at $179.99 or $249.95. What we won't be doing is bringing it with this bundle of dies and embossing folder in there. You are getting over £100 or $100 worth of free dies and you're getting an embossing folder in there as well. Now, normally $179.99 or $249.95, it would get you the machine. Of course, it's still getting you the machine. You're getting everything that you would normally get as standard, because we're giving you freebies, not scrimping back on the other stuff. You're going to get the 2 clear cutting plates. You're going to get the embossing mat. You'll get the magnetic shim, the metal shim, and you will get the plastic shim in there as well. You get all the shims that you would normally get, a whole host of included dyes in there as well, and you'll also get the user manual too. That is what you'd normally get. What we're then giving you is a load of other great stuff. In that £100 or $100 worth of freebies, you're getting an embossing folder, you're getting some signature collection, you're getting some Nature's Garden in here, double-sided dies, you're getting stamps and dies, sentiments dies, edgeables, you've got creator cards in here, and you've got nesting dies as well. It's an amazing deal at that price. But remember, no one's going to pay that price because everyone is getting an extra 5% discount as well. So if you are a platinum member, you are going to get this. If you didn't see the show earlier, you're going to need to just steady yourself against something because the price is unbelievable. Platinum members, you can get this for $134.99 in the UK, or $187.46 if you are in the US. I know loads of you are upgrading from the junior to the larger machines. Platinum members, you're saving over £150, over $215. It is an unbelievable deal. If you want the junior, we also have the junior with also the same free £100 or $100 worth of freebies in there. The junior, $139.99 or $199.95. Platinum members pay $104.99 or $149.96. When the freebies sell out, we will still be able to bring this to you, but you will not get this bundle of freebies included as well. We definitely thought we had enough to last the whole weekend, and as I said, a quarter has already gone. For those of you that have already got the Gemini and you've got the Gemini Junior, we've also put together some great deals for you on the accessories and the consumables that go with your machine. So what you've got is a fantastic deal for you on the metal shim. Now the metal shim is new and improved. They're all filed down and beveled off on the edges these days. If you've not had one for a while, definitely worth getting some new ones. You can get 3 of them for $14.98 or $22.42, half price there. We also have the junior ones available for you as well. If you want to get the junior ones, check the website for those. Now we also have a deal. There is the junior there for you. Now we also have another deal on the cutting plates, the 2 clear cutting plates with the storage bag, which is one of the most popular combinations when we bring this to you. If you want to go for this one, you can get it in a Gemini, a large Gemini size, $19.98 or $29.90. You can also get this in the junior. In the large one, half the stock has already sold out and gone just on that preview show that we did for you this morning alone. If you want the junior as well, junior is available. Very busy for the junior one there as well. Make sure you grab that. Right, any questions you've got as we go through this show, make sure you pop them into me over on Facebook. One of our social media superstars is monitoring the conversation over on YouTube as well. I can see so many of our regulars here: Robin, Hannah, Mariah, Ro, Carol's in, Carlene, Carlotta as well. If you've got any questions at all, I'm monitoring the conversation over on the Crafters TV Facebook page live feed, so come join me for a little natter over there. I remember the first time we worked together, Sara, and we first did the Gemini machine together, I couldn't get over just the sheer amount of things that it cut so easily every single time.
Well, I've actually got the board, Joe, if you want me to walk you through it.
Oh, yes,
and
please.
the thing is, doing this show today, for those of you watching, I'm preaching to the converted, because I'm probably talking to those of you who already have a Gemini. So you might know that you can do all of this stuff, but have you tried cutting onto canvas and cork and denim? Have you tried cutting multiple layers of fabric all at once? Cutting onto things like felt and foam? You can create your own stamps using foam on there, glitter foam, leather. That's one of my favourite demonstrations when we go into leather. Do you know, I could do that. I could show you leather. Should we make that our first demonstration?
Can you show us it with some gilding wax?
Come on. I did it this morning and he absolutely loved it, right? Come on, let's do that first. Now, let me tell you, right? If you're getting the large Gemini, you will get all of the large Gemini plates with it, because I know from this morning the busiest bundle was our large Gemini. So I'll just explain exactly what comes included. So every machine comes with your 2 clear cutting plates. And if you use these and you turn and rotate them every time you use them, they'll last you for ages. edges. If you're like me and you don't look after them and they end up like bananas after a couple of months, you might want to get yourself them spare cutting plates while they're on such a great deal, okay? You also get the frosted shim, which is for when you're going to be using any of your dies. So any dies, use this one. If we're using a thin metal die, you're also going to add in your magnetic plate, which is a brilliant one for positioning. But then we also have that metal plate and the rubber embossing mat, so we can emboss our stencils, you can emboss a lot of your dies, and the metal plate is brilliant. Now the metal plate, you'll see I'm about to do some cutting with some real leather, right? Now if you think about it, when we're cutting leather, Joe, it's like you know how you cut a bit of fabric and you could get all them little snag bits. If you cut into the metal plate, it's like using a pair of scissors. So when you have the scissors and it cuts metal against metal, you get that lovely clean cut. That is what happens when you use your metal plate with any types of fabric. So what you will find is, one of the benefits of this, yes, it gives you a nice cut. However, by the time you've used it a few times, it starts to have these indentations. Now, this does not affect the use at all. I mean, look, that's still pretty flat, that metal plate. And you can see I've cut quite a lot of different shapes onto here. Sometimes you're using it smooths out a lot. So this one's been used quite a bit. What I would say is, while those metal plates are on 3, buy a multi-pack and they're half price. By the time you take your club discount off, those of you who are platinum members in the club, it's pretty much going to be almost like you're buying 1 and getting 2 free. You're getting 3 for the price that anybody else would go and pay for 1 of them. So we don't, in fact, we've never done that deal before. And it's not going to be one of our regular deals, I can tell you. So if you want to stock up on metal plates, today is absolutely the day. Now, one of the beauties of going for a large Gemini, because I know a lot of people who are going for it today will be people who own the Gemini Junior, but want to use the larger machine. Now, that is what I do most of the time. I have both machines set up ready here. You'll notice 99% of the time we're demonstrating on here, I use the large one, but I have the junior plates to hand. And the reason that is it gives me the best of both worlds. So I've always got the large one set up ready to go, but I use the junior plates for speed. However, I generally use my larger machine for positioning. So if I've got to create a card and I want to cut it into the front of a boxlet, should we just do that? Should we just, let's just go for it, right? Come on, let's go. Oh, I did say I would cut your leather first, Joe. I'll do that next, right?
Fair enough.
So let's use the creator card that's in the kit. It is 4 inches by 6 inches, right? Let's get some lovely cardstock out. Oh, let's get some glitter. Should we do some nice, should we cut it? Should we do silver? And then should we do some nice blue underneath? Silver and blue together, right? So if it's 4 by 6 and I want to make this 1.5 inches deep, what you would do is allow, well, actually, should we allow a little bit more? Should we make it 4.5 inches by 6.5 inches so we get a little bit of a gap round?
We're getting loads of questions coming in, Sara, already. Diana wants to know, what is the difference in size of the 2 Geminis? She has the large one and she's debating going for the junior to complement it.
Yes, so the junior is exactly half the size. So if I hold these 2 up, you might be able to see, right? So your large Gemini is this size, your junior is this size for your plates. So this one is 9 by 12, this one is 6 by 9. So you can see how that, then your plates would go through, because they're half the size the other way. So yes, what I would say is most people who own both have the larger Gemini as the workhorse in the craft room. The Gemini Junior, I'll just unplug mine here and lift it up, right, is very portable. So it's very easy if you're, and it doesn't have to just be portable if you're out and about, but like if you're sitting in the conservatory doing some card making for the afternoon because it's sunny, that's when you would take your Junior out, because it's a nice size and it's easy to handle. It's got them lovely handles on the side, don't look like handles, but they're your handles to hold it on the side, and it just makes it easy to manoeuvre around. And that 6 inches you'll find is brilliant for most of your projects.
Fabulous.
So let's have a little look, Joe. I'll pop that down. So 4.5 by 6.5. I want to go 1.5 inches deep box. So it's 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5 inches by 6.5, 7.5, 8.5, 9.5 inches. Do you understand where I got to with that?
Yep.
Yeah?
I'm saying yep. I'm just
right?
like,
if it's
yep.
1.5 inches depth, double that so that we go up and then down the other side. So you add 3 inches on to the depth. So 3 inches on to our, so what did I say, 6.5? 6.5, so 9.5 inches this way. So 9.5 that way, right?
I hope there's not a test at the end.
Go going the other way, we were 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5 inches this way. So we'll come to 7.5 this way. So there's our cardstock, cut down to size, ready to go.
Mariah's asking as well about corkboard. She recently got a Gemini. What sort of thickness do you think she could cut when it comes to corkboard, Sara?
Oh, I would absolutely be cutting my corkboard in this, no problem. You'll see when I come to cut the leather.
Fair enough. So sort of what, medium thickness, even the thicker ones?
The thick corkboards, yeah. As long as it's, we generally say about 1.5 mil, which is over 1/4 inch. Yeah, not 1/4 inch. So yeah, about 1/4 inch, you would get away with no problem.
Okay, brilliant. That's really thick.
Right, there's my box lid. I'm going to position that on the front of the box lid. Right. So what we then do is you pop a little bit of tape to hold that in place. Now this is what I was trying to demonstrate when you would use your Gemini. This die does technically fit through your Gemini Junior. However, right, this bit of cardstock will not. So you're not supposed to move. Never mind. We'll just position it in place as we go. Can you see you need the larger plate? Because if I use the smaller plate, let's get the coloured one so you can see, the card's bigger than the plate, so it won't fit through my Gemini. So I need it for positioning. So create the cards, edgeables, anything like that. You need the larger machine, not for the size of the cutting, but for the positioning that you're going to need to do with it. So I'm putting all these down, and then we're going to pass that through the machine. And in case anybody new watching, somebody asked this morning about the buttons on the top. So what you've got is you've got your on and off switch, you've got your pause and reverse. So at any point I can hit pause and it stops. And then either I want to reverse it back out, or I can just hit the resume, same button continues it on. The other button reverses, so you can pause and reverse at any time. Loads
of people grabbing this deal. Loads of our regular. Robin in Maryland's gone for a big Gemini. Anna Marie says, woohoo, I got my first of 4 tote bags that arrived just before the show. She's got 3 more on the way. That is a lady that is working the system by the sounds of it, and I am here for it, Anna Marie. Laurie's saying these deals are out of this world as well, which is fantastic. Monica saying she got her Gemini last week. Absolutely loves it as well. Loads of you commenting away. Laurie saying the deal's out of this world. I think that kind of sums it up so far, you know.
Thank you very much. It is members event, and you know what? A lot of people, Joe, have been saying to us for a long time now, when are you going to do a promotion on the Gemini? Please, can you do a deal on the Gemini? Now, I couldn't tell you that we had members event coming up, but I obviously knew about it, and I just thought, if it was me and I was getting a deal, I would much rather have that deal when I was going to get double points, and I would know that I'm getting an extra, essentially an extra club members level of discount. So if you're already a silver member and you get 10%, how much better that you get 15% at the moment?
But when are you ever going to get 25% if you're a platinum member? I mean, it just doesn't happen, does it?
We don't do it, no. Usually we would say, like, taste the next membership band up. Well, there isn't another membership band plus platinum, and don't even be starting to think we can do any more than 20% discount on a regular basis, because honestly, guys, we just can't, right? So for us to be able to do, I know this isn't the best to be using tape pen, by the way, to stick these. It's just for the purposes of my demonstration. What I would be using is my Collal tacky glue and holding it in place with some little pegs is what you should be doing. But just for the purposes of doing a nice quick demonstration here to show you, I will whap that through.
There's a glue kit available for you. It's the tacky glue, the all-purpose, and the fine applicators. Details there on the bottom of your screen. Susan asked, what's the sandwich combo for acetate, Sara?
For acetate, do you want me to cut a little bit of acetate?
That's beautiful, the top of that box.
Just shows you, doesn't it? Right, I've got a little bit of acetate here. I've got a little bit of the hunky-dory acetate, right? And what I'll do is I will cut out, let's have a look. I've got the Just For You die. So I'll do the outline of the Just For You die. Now, and then we'll do, because you can't see the detail on here. What I would be doing is I would be taking my base plate and then also adding on, goodness knows where I've just put it, here we go, be adding on my metal plate when I'm cutting acetate, because you want that, think of the scissors, metal into metal with a nice deep cut. I'm just using the snowfall acetate so that I can see it.
What's that die shape there?
It's the outline of the Just For You die that comes in the kit.
I was like, well, that's an odd looking animal.
That's a different shape. So I was just looking for something that I could cook right quick and easily that was right in front of me. But the acetate, I think I did the shaker cards earlier this morning. Can you hear that crackly noise? That's because we're cutting. Think of the scissors. If you used blunt scissors to cut your acetate, would it cut? It wouldn't cut very well. Use a nice sharp pair of scissors, it's going to cut a treat. That cuts an absolute treat. So you can see there, it'll cut the lovely outline, so they could then cut the detail of the Just For You in like your blue, and it would go over the front.
Wonderful.
Now, I must crack on with me leather while you're chatting, Joe.
Oh, yes, please. I've just got one more comment for you. Rose says, I have both the junior and the large Gemini, and I find that I use the larger one slightly more often. Never have to worry about fit. Do use the junior, though, if that helps anyone decide. I think there's definitely a place, isn't there, in every craft room for both sizes, is what a lot of our viewers say time and time again. And also remember, go and have a look at all the 5-star reviews for these machines over on our website. The figure that you always give out is how often one is sold, Sarah, and that just blows my mind.
Every 10 minutes, someone somewhere in the world buys a Gemini. Every 10 minutes. And you've got to remember, these Geminis are coming from our factory, right? So we make all of them. So wherever you buy a Gemini from, whether you buy, in this country, any other country, it's come from us originally. Nobody else can make Geminis. Other people can make die cutting machines, but not at the quality and level of a Gemini. You buy it directly from us, you've got to be getting the best deal because it's coming directly from the horse's mouth, as they say. Now, look at this. That is onto real leather. Now, can we just have a little look at how thick that is? Because can you see there, Joe? It's so incredibly thick, yet it's done that beautiful clean cut. Can you see? So just put my hand on it. Lovely clean cut. Now, that's fair enough. However, where it looks really impressive, I do, the embossing folder that comes in for free when you get the starter kit with the Gemini, which you're all going to be getting. Now, can you see the detail on them? Because it's a 3D, it's got some lovely crisscross designs in the background, and then it's got these lovely swirls and flourishes, which are 3-dimensional.
It's a bit almost like linen effect, isn't it?
I tell you, yeah, that's a good way to think of it. Now, when you're doing 3D embossing, even onto leather, base plate, your design that you're embossing, then you want your magnetic and your clear shim on here as well, okay? So if I send that through now, even though it's something as thick as leather, it's still going to emboss it in real leather. Not like, we could cut 4 PVU leather all day, every day. Oh, I haven't pushed it in. We cut 4 PVU UPVC leather all day, every day, but to cut real leather looks fabulous. And then look at this. Are you ready? If I lift this over, that is what it looks like. Now again, look at that there. Can you see what I was talking about when I said all of that is in the background? Now what I'm going to do as well, Joe, just because I think it looks amazing, is I'm going to get some of the gilding wax in. So we've got it's an amazing collection of gilding waxes on the show today.
Yeah,
right?
you get all of them. And it was so busy in the earlier show, that collection of gilding waxes. 5 pots for you in the gilding wax collection, which is brilliant. You get King Gold, Antique Gold, Gold, Renaissance and Silver as well. $47.96 or $67.96. They're going to last you forever, I'm guessing, Sarah.
Oh, well, once you bought them, you've got them all. So look at that difference there. And again, you can see that lovely shine on it, and you can see the different levels of the embossing. That's onto leather. That is onto real, genuine leather. Now, last couple of awesome bits that you can cut, Joe, and I did this earlier today. It's like my favourite demo on this, right? So,
I love this one.
This is my Diet Coke can earlier this morning, right? Now, one of my favourite things to cut? Butterflies, right? I found these dies. So we've got the Lily collection on the show, and in the Lily collection we've got these beautiful butterflies. If I take one of these butterflies, watch what's going to happen, Joe. I'm just going to cut a little bit. There we go. Save that little bit for later, right? I'm going to take this now. If you're wanting to cut the craft metal, what we're going to do is we're going to go with our base plate. You're going to put your metal plate in again, just because I want the pressure of the extra plate being in there, Joe, and I want the nice clean cut, right? So we're going to hold that down, hold it in place with a little bit of tape. Then you're going to put your clear plate. Because this is a regular metal die, not one of the mixed media ones, we're also putting our magnetic on there. Put the top plate on, offer it through. Now, the Gemini cuts through metal just like it does through all of the other materials, even though this is a thin metal die. If you have any other machine at home, please go and get an empty Coke can and see if you can go and cut Coke can with some of your regular dies. I just tell you, you won't have enough pressure to be able to do it. However, this, look how easily this pops out. So this is coming straight out of there, and then even all these little bits, Joe, just pop out, and it's so easy to do it. And because this is into metal, right, all we're going to do, can you see, is these will all shape.
Oh,
so you can see when you look at it from the side. So you know how I love to do like the raised butterfly wings or whatever. All of these butterfly wings will raise and shape up. Now, I do feel like I need to tell everybody, Joe, because I was giving everybody this heads up earlier on this morning, and it would be rude not to do it for the people watching this afternoon. We have some new technology coming out for our birthday week shows this year.
You really are teasing us with this, aren't you?
I'm not going to tell you anything about what it is, but all I would say is you need the large Gemini machine to use this new technology that is coming out. It will not work through the Junior. So if you've been thinking about getting a large machine, let me tell you, there is absolutely not a better day than when we've got £100 worth of freebies thrown in with it. You've got double points, you've got an extra 5% discount, you get your full club discount on the machine, and you're going to get free shipping and a free tote bag with every single machine. Even if you're just getting the machine, check out your machine now, and then you know that you've got that £100 of the good. That's all yours. You can come back later and do some more shopping from the show, but you might as well, because it'll be free shipping just on your Gemini, right? So didn't want everybody missing out on that. Give us a minute, Joe. I've got a load of stuff to be cleaning down, but hopefully that gives you a bit of a flavour on what the Gemini does.
Yeah, absolutely. And so many of you going for this. It's so incredibly busy across both machines. Now, the larger Gemini is busy. I'm going to give you the pricing information again on the larger Gemini. So everyone, £179.99 is your price, or £249.95. No one's going to pay that price though, because remember, everyone gets an extra 5% off, which is amazing. So that already takes it down and saves you some money. However, if you were a platinum member, the saving is colossal, because remember, you're going to get 25% off everything in this show, everything across the whole website, all the way up right until the end of Sunday. Now, what you're getting in here is £100 worth of free dies, and these were our dies that you were definitely going to come back and buy anyway, because you've got some signature dies in here, you've got some nesting dies, some stamps and dies, there's edgeable dies in here. There is really a little bit of a taste of everything in there for you. You're still getting absolutely everything you would get as standard if you were paying £179.99 or £249.95. That being all of the different plates, the free dies that you'd normally get included, and that user manual as well. It's exactly the same machine that you'd normally get. However, on this large machine, Club Inspire Platinum members are saving £150.90, taking it down to £134.99. In the US, Club Inspire Platinum members would save $215.99, taking it down to £187.46. If you're gold or silver, log into your account. The price you see will be the price that you pay. Now, a great deal on the large Gemini. We also have another fantastic deal for you on the Gemini Junior as well, and this one very, very busy, also not far behind that larger Gemini. You're going to get the same freebies worth over £100 or $100. Now, the thing is, when this stock sells out, which I'm pretty confident is going to happen now before the end of Sunday, this free bundle that you're getting included is not going to be here. You will not get this bundle of dies. We still have more stock of the machine, but we've been able, for this members mega deal, to get you that fantastic deal on the machine. I think if you've been waiting for it, there is no better time to invest in a brand new Gemini machine. Very, very exciting. Right, let's just remind you of also some of the extra sort of accessories that we've got for you available on the show. Now, the clear cutting plates, these are the ones that you're going to want to replace. I'd say if you are maybe not teacher's pet like Leanne is and rotating and turning them all the time, you know, maybe every few months if you do a Sara and end up just putting them through a bit willy-nilly. She's a bit heavy-handed, Sara, with these. She'll tell you herself. $19.98 if you want to get these two plates and the bag, or of £29.90. They are available in a junior version, of course, as well. It's available for you on the website. Do pop yourself over there and grab the pricing for those. We also have the metal cutting plate available for you as well. You can get a 3-pack on the metal cutting plate. This one just here, $14.98 if you want to get this. A half price deal. It is available in the junior version for you, also as a half price deal as well. Get yourself over to the website for that. Remember as well, on that big Gemini machine, whether it is the junior or it is the larger machine, you'll also all get free shipping and handling, and you'll get free postage and packaging, and you'll get the double points as well. So many reasons to invest. Right, talking of fabulous deals, we've got the ink pad storage trays back on the show for you. Now this is great because we've managed to somehow get it on that great deal that everyone waits for, because it's the buy one get one free. I said you buy one,
you get the other one free.
You do indeed. Now this is fantastic. $16.99 or $24.95. They stack on top of each other. They clip in side by side. They take our ink pads, which is fabulous. But also you've got things like your distress ink pad. You've got a little ledge in there too, so you can store those square ones. These were one of the busiest items in the earlier show that we did for you. And again, it's still very, very busy on these in this show. They're a staple and essential. Loads of you gone for our ink pads recently, so great to be able to grab the ink pad storage trays. Right, I don't think you're familiar with it, but it's time for, no, it's not milk, not time, the milkmaid's not coming around, that's not what it is. It's time for 5 in 5. We got rid of the horn. Sarah was like, no, we've had enough of the horn, it's done. I don't know where it is. Have you binned it, Sarah?
It's gone. It's gone. Got rid of the horn. End of. Yeah.
Just
I
had
put
enough.
it in the bin last time we had it. I was like, I'm not taking for that horn anymore. Our nerves can't cope with it.
Right then, 5 in 5 time. 5 in 5 means 5 great deals in 5 minutes. 1 minute on each deal, which is fantastic. So make sure you grab them whilst we've got them. Right, are you ready, Sarah?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Off you go.
Right, come on. So, first one. Whether you're going for the Gemini today or you've already got a Gemini, if you have any of our dies, you should have this, okay? So it's 10% saving, but bear in mind, you're going to get 10% off it, plus you're going to get your members discount, plus you're going to get the extra 5% discount. So actually, we're going to be paying a fraction of that price, really. Now, in the set, you get the die brush tool and also the foam. Now, this is the brush tool. These basically, if you have
30 seconds left, Sarah.
Dies, thank you, they'll keep me right there. I can see the clock. He's going to keep us well right. At least he's not going to peep that horn. So these heads are replaceable. So you don't need to worry about, oh, well, what happens when this starts to go? You just switch it out with a new head, okay? And the reason you get the foam in there as well, Joe, is because what you do is you take one of your dies. So, don't know what I've got. You have one of your dies, you place it face up, and you roll into this over top of the foam,
3,
and it pushes
2,
all the bits
1.
out of there.
Right,
so that
next
is
one.
Must have on your show. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what's next. I'm just waiting for Jade to tell me.
What's next?
Embossing Folder. Awesome. Yep. I was like, I don't know. Right. Right. So next one is the rose embossing folder. Now, if I show you this from the back, you can see the design a little bit more, right? I remember when we released this. What a deal. This is, bear in mind, this is less than half price before you then take your other discount off. Now, these are the ones where we do a really three-dimensional feel to it. So can you see on this one on here, where we've done that, where I haven't done this one, this is one of the gorgeous samples that one of our design team did. You can see the roses look dimensional within this. It's also a gorgeous frame.
10 seconds.
For £3 or $4.47 plus your discounts on top of that. So some of you are only going to be paying 75% of that price.
3, 2,
Brilliant
1.
investment today on that one.
Right, next one. Stamp and die next. Hello.
Right,
hello.
so this, right, you know how we do those lovely dies where you've got the word that appears over the top of your card? These are them, okay? So 20% saving. This is one of those designs that you can just use for loads of different cards. Now, if you've already got, you know how we do those lovely shaped edge dies, Joe? We do them in with like, we've had them on recently with our, the character cut on the edge ones, the little peekaboos. These would work just as well with your peekaboo. So you get the hello as the die, but it's not got an outside cutting edge. So can you see it stays connected on your card here and cuts around all in the top. But then you also have the hello from me to you and hello friend. So you've got a reason for saying hello. And I think a lot of people at the moment are sending cards just for the sake of making a nice card. This is a brilliant way to incorporate a really nice sentiment into a really different type of card. And remember, you're getting all of your savings off that price.
Next one.
Right.
Oh,
this is the one I've been excited about. This is our Tiffany's Tool Tote. So can you see, what I really love about this is, yes, you put all your bits and pieces in, but it can go back to, you can have it back to back and just use it as a regular tote. Look how, let's hold it this way. Look how well it expands out. So it just expands as a regular tote. But then as you saw me doing, it opens up so that you can put it flat against the wall. It's got little handles on here if you want to Velcro it against the wall, or if you want to open it up. You've got here all of your gaps. Can you see all your individual pens, your individual little storage units? It is, if I get this one round here, what I love is it's got all these Velcro bits on as well. She's done a really, really good job of this one, Tiffany. She's really thought it through, planned it. It is a fabulous tote. I own one of these at home. I'm going to keep talking because I love this one so much.
Right,
what about getting another? No, I want to tell you more about this, because do you know what you could do? Is you could get another one. I'm going to tell you about the stamp in a minute, but I'm really excited about this one, Joe. Right? You could, you know, I don't know about you, but I have loads of lotions and potions at home, right? Makeup brushes in all of these. Your lotions and potions in here. No, just put the bell away, Joe. Right, I'm going to show you my other stamp as well, but I'm very excited about these. You have to get one, okay? Right, ampersand. So if you've got any of our other, you know, if you've got the big, whatchamacallit, like this, I can't think of my word now. You put us off me game, Joe. You put us off me game. If you've got any of our monogram foil ones, if you've got any of our big stamping die that have got all of the individual letters, you're gonna need the ampersand. We don't do the ampersands very often, so we thought the ampersand was a really great one to put in on its own, and it's really nice to colour in with your stamps, right? There we go. Do you know what I need? Cup of tea. I'm ready for a cup of tea after that, right?
$2.54 or $3.35 if you want to get that one. I feel like the bell is very, very divisive in the comments, Sarah, because Kay Rastad says, all in capitals, bring back the horn, is what she says. Anne in Connecticut obviously is loving the fact that the horn has disappeared. Carlotta saying she loves the bag that you had there. Anne says, just jingle it daintily, Joe. Apparently a bit heavy-handed with the bell. Someone saying as well, it feels like being back on Downton Abbey is what it's like with a little. I need to get. Is it Carter or Carson, the man that?
Carson.
Carson. I'm not a Downton Abbey fan. You'll have to forgive me. Right, the mug. Oh my! That mug that you are drinking out of there, Sarah. 60% gone of the mug. Keep calm. Sorry, when in doubt, craft is what you've got written on there. The great thing is that it matches beautifully with, of course, your free members gift as well, which is your tote, of course, that says keep calm and craft on. What else is there to do other than keep calm and craft on? When you spend over £40 or $40, this will appear in your basket. It'd be rude, I think, not to get the travel mug, which will go with it perfectly as well. $9.99 if you're in the UK, $13.99 if you're in the US. However, 60% now of a big stock there has gone. I think it will go today. Whether it goes in the show or not remains to be seen. Right, we're going to move on. We're going to move on to what has been one of your all-time favourite collections. It is the vintage lace collection. So let me just share with you what you're getting. Two different bundles for you to go for in this show. This one here is the first one. Now in here you're going to get your Provence frame, which is this one just here, which is absolutely gorgeous, that cut and emboss folder. You're going to get the Baroque frames as well, which are they're kind of like, well, they're frame dies, but they're like the most fancy kind of nesting dies is how I like to think about them. Lots of you, I've seen lots of projects using these very, very beautifully. I'm going to share with you some of the things you can make with these in just a second. You're also going to get in here as well the Botanicals, which is this one just here. These are great for all of your foliage, wonderful for using with your flower forming foam as well. You've then got the Chantilly border, which is this one just here. That one is also coming included. This is great because you can really elongate this and stretch this. We've removed that outside edge die as well, which is fantastic. So there's even more that you're going to be able to do with that. We've then got some flower dies in here. Now, whether you want to use these with your paper flowers or you want to use these with your foam flowers, they work beautifully with both of them. That's the Petite Posies. We've got the Rococo frames for you as well, which is this one just here. Now, the Rococo frames mix and match beautifully with the Baroque frame, which is also gorgeous. You've got that in there. More so much in here for the price. More flower dies for you. This one is your vintage rose. You've then got the vintage vines as well. Again, really lovely for all of that different foliage. And then we're giving you some embellishments too. So you're going to get the ribbons included, going to work beautifully colour-wise. And you're going to get the rub-ons included in there as well. So you are getting absolutely all of that, which is wonderful. Now, they're £48 or $60 if you want to get that. It's a half price deal. 10%'s gone. It's the first time you've seen it live, so definitely grab it. There is another bundle for you as well, a smaller one. We don't have anywhere near as much of this one as we would like. I think this one's going to go in the show. It is the Vintage Lace Butterflies and Heartfelt Sentiments collection, $9.99 or $13.95. If you want to get your hands on that. You're buying the butterflies and getting the stamps for free. And there is absolutely loads that you can do. I'll just show you a couple samples. I'll show you a few more when we get to the end of Sara's demo. But I mean, they are just... What I love is there's less is more in life, isn't there, Sara? And then there's give me all of it because it is so lush and delicious and gorgeous. And I think this is definitely the latter.
It's definitely those frames and how ornate the frames, and I'm going to show you that in here because we're going to use the oval one, which is the one called the Baroque frame. So what I thought was the Baroque frames are really nice size, but to put this on the centre of a card, you have to work really, really hard at it. However, you do a slightly unusual shaped card. Now we're talking, right? So let's do a Zed Fold because you know I love a good Zed Fold, Joe. Right, so here's what I'm going to do. I've got a base piece of card. This is A4. I'm going to cut it to 10 inches wide for no other reason than to make my maths easy, right? And then I'm going to get my scoring board out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it at the halfway point, which would be 5 inches. And then half of that, which would be 2.5. So there we go, 5 inches and 2.5 inches. This folds back again. So you end up with like what we call a fold back card, Joe, right? There's all my scoring done. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this to 6 inches deep, right? So it becomes like a 6-inch by 5-inch card. So we get that cut on there.
Mary is, getting a bit ahead of herself. For Mary in Tennessee says, so the next members event, I'd love a purple T-shirt that has Crafter's Companion Superfan printed on it.
Oh,
there's an idea.
I would love a purple T-shirt with Crafter's Companion Superfan. That would be pretty awesome. Right, so to do a Zed Fold card, what you're going to do is you're going to take this piece and you're going to flip it over, and then that is going to go in the middle of here, and that's what gives you that Zed Fold. And what I'm going to do to make it a little bit different, you get this die in the set which is called the Chantilly lace border. And what we're going to do, Joe, what's great about this Chantilly lace border is the die comes in 2 halves. So can you see it's got the outer and the inner? So if you just use just the inner, can you see this is going to go into here. Now, because you are using your fabulous Gemini machine, what you'll find is this will cut absolutely no problem. So I'm not even going to use the metal plate. Look how intricate that die is, and I'm not even going to use the metal plate, Joe. I'm going to hold that in place, and because we're not using the outside die, it's not going to cut. It's just going to give us this lovely kind of pattern, and then we'll lift it out. So you're going to go clear cutting plate. I'm going to go with my magnetic. I'm going to go with the other clear cutting plate, and then through we go. And that immense amount of pressure that you've got in the Gemini is going to allow you to cut even the most intricate die like a hot knife through butter.
Shell over on YouTube says she just cut a die cut butterfly from her Diet Coke can, and she can confirm it looks brilliant, Sara.
Yes, and you know what? every butterfly you have will look just as brilliant, and you have an endless supply of free empty cans because all you're doing is using up all your leftovers. Now, you know what this calls for, Joe, to get all of this out, don't you? That lovely dye brush tool, right?
Very busy on that dye brush.
So all you could look what a difference when I just rub that through, and how all of that, instead of me having to sit and poke each individual one. Same with this dye here. Just give this a bit of a tap now, and then I'm going to knock these little bits on the floor. Hey, I tell you what, all I can say is you can tell I'm not doing the sweeping up, can't you? We've got a very good sweeper upper on the job today, Jake. He's been in training. He was also in training for his cup of tea making for me travel mug. He failed this morning, so I made him do extra training this afternoon. I even said to the lad, I said, do you know what, mate? That is the worst cup of tea I've ever had in my life. So I talked him through how to make a much better cup for this afternoon, and you'll be pleased to know it's tremendous. It's quite good. I mean, even I think I make a show. It's a bit hot to drink.
I feel like your tea's very subjective, isn't it? See, I think I make a really good cup of tea. Sarah, not into my tea at all. Says it is too strong. Doesn't have enough milk apparently.
Yeah, no, not at all. Can I just say, can we get the details? I know it was in 5 and 5, so we shouldn't, but can we get the details of that dye brush? Yes, there it is.
$4.49 or $8.95 if you want to grab it. I know it's out of stock for a really long time as well, so definitely grab it whilst we have it. It just makes things like this so much easier, doesn't it?
Right, so let's just have a little, I just get rid of all my mess off there, right? And all my mess off here, and all my mess just off everywhere. Do you know, and it's important to get all them bits, because what you don't want is for them to get caught into any of your sandwiches that go through, right? Now, do you know what? I love it when you watch them videos on Facebook or whatever, and you do this, and then someone clicks their fingers. Just blink a second. So here we click. Woo! Look at that, and we've all of a sudden got a one that's got
amazing.
Well, I thought that's the bit you didn't need to see.
You're practically an Instagram influencer now after that.
Well, what can I say? Yeah. So all you do, it's exactly the same though, right? Can you see? It is exactly the same size. I've just covered this one in some cardstock so I can show you the pattern, right? And then all you do is that one that we've just done all the cutting on, right? So it was the same like this. You flip it over, and we're going to stick that on the front here. So what I'm going to do is you fold it into place, and I'm going to put tape down the 2 edges, all right? And then this one goes on here, so I'm not going to put it quite to the edge. That one goes on there, and then this one goes on here as well, and we'll get them both stuck down. So lots of really good sticking on here. Get them both stuck down well, and then that gives us that base shape to work from. Now, I said this was going to be great because we were going to do these here. So what you're going to do, Joe, is you've got these really nice frames, and if you cut them out individually, let's just have a look. I'm going to do this largest one on a piece of the silver mirror, and then I'm going to bring the next size in and put it on a piece of white. And it's just going to shape it down as we're going. So then let's do the next one, and I'll put that on a little bit of, I've got some nice green cardstock. And then the one in the middle, I'm going to go into a little bit more white. And so you just build it up all the way down. When you're doing this, it really pays. This is why I always have both. You know how I said I always have me large Gemini, but the junior plates out, me other plates to hand, right? See, look how easy this is now, Joe. I can literally place all 4 of these.
Oh, fabulous. On
the plate. We can cut all of them at once. And because it's so big, it's going to be nice and stable. I'm not going to worry about, I'm not going to be worrying about, like, am I going to knock these as I go through? I'm literally going to put this in as it is without taping them down, because I've got that whole base to work from.
Gemini details on your screen there. Everyone's saving over £100, over $150. Remember, Platinum members, you are saving over £150, over $215. Lynn in Essex seems to think the perfect cup of tea depends on where you come from. People in different parts of the country like it a certain different way. I like a builder's tea. I think that's how I have mine.
Yeah, I don't. I generally say just wave the tea bag over the top and fill it with half a jug of milk and we'll be all good, right? So here we go. There's you go. You're nice. Now, even if you just buy... So can we just remind us how much it was for this set for the vintage lace, right?
So if you want to go for the larger, two different collections for you. £48 for this larger one, but it's a half price deal. And then you can get the other smaller collection, which has the butterfly and the stamps in there as well for $9.99 or $13.
Okay, so just if you talk about just the frame dies, right? What you would pay for just the frame dies would be almost, because the two sets of frame dies, almost the price that you're paying for the whole collection.
Yeah, absolutely.
And these frame dies, let me tell you, will become your go-to favourite frame dies. They are for me at home.
You're basically looking at £33 for the frame dies on their own, or $35 to get the frame dies on their own. So yeah, it's a huge proportion of the cost. You get all of it. And I think this is so lovely. These collections, Sarah, they all just work so well together, don't they? It's not one of those where I think you could just have a couple of bits and that'll be fine. You want it all. You deserve it all. And they deserve each other because they all complement so nicely.
Well, also it's lace. So it goes with anything. So any occasion, any other... I've used this paper pad. You can use any paper pad you want, and it's going to work in beautifully well with it. So it's not like some other ranges where they because they're a certain feel or theme or style, it's only going to work with certain stuff. This is going to work with anything you've got. Now, just to finish that off, what I've also done is I've used the butterfly dies that come in this set. These would look fabulous, by the way, with a bit of metal on. But I've actually just, because I've used my Coke can now, so I've just done the outer one in lilac, the inner one in silver, and then I'm going to pop my little bit of tape down the middle here, and I've just done a little bit of rolled up tape in the base. Just a bit of rolled up leftover card to make a centre part. And then what I've done, Joe, is I've cut another piece from the centre. So, you know the centre bits that you've just seen me do, I've just cut an extra piece and I'm going to use one of those rub-ons. So if you're wondering what the rub-ons were for, right, if you want to just put, so let's have a look, I'm going to take, we've got Precious Memories on Your Special Day. Oh, Make a Wish, quite like Make a Wish, right? So if I just come, all you do is cut out Make a Wish. There we go. You just cut that one out. There we go. That goes face down onto here. So there's my Make a Wish on there. And just give it a bit of a rub over. Actually, in your pack, you should have, yes, we've got it in here. You should have the official Rub-Y-On tool, which is your lolly stick. Popsicle stick, they call them in America, these. Popsicle stick.
Indeed.
So give a bit of a rub over with your popsicle stick that comes included. Just as you peel it back, make sure all of that is rubbed over. I was just missing a couple of little bits there, a couple of little bits on the air. And then that is going to go, there you go. Now that's on there now. And so your Make a Wish goes onto your background piece here. And that is just going to finish off that card. Let's have a look, I think I've got me, Is this still plugged in? Yes, right, here
Loads of people loving this, Sarah. Should I say, beautiful card, love the inspiration. Cecilia saying the frames are so versatile. She used them for everything, even Christmas, which is good to know. The layering design make it's quick and easy. I've never been a rub-on kind of person, but I love these, says Robbie. And also, Mary's talking about the Gemini. For those of you sitting on the fence, I say go ahead and get it. You will not get it. There's the best die cutting machine. I've tried a lot, and hands down, Gemini's #1. That is beautiful, Sarah.
Isn't it just? Quite pleased with that one. Very elegant as well with all those frames and whatnot. But just how easy was it having them all on one plate at the same time, ready to go?
Yes, absolutely. Now, I want to quickly recap what is in this collection because you are getting loads in this one. This here is your Provence cut and emboss frame that you can see just there. You're also going to get as well the Baroque frame, which is that one there. You're getting Botanicals, so all of your foliage there with that. You're also going to get the Chantilly lace in there too. There is some flower dies. You've got the Petite Posies in there, as you can see. More frames for you, the Rococo frames. Now, the Baroque and the Rococo frames play very, very nicely together. You've got the vintage rose in here. We then have the vintage vines. The vines go beautifully with the vintage rose. And you're getting a couple of nice embellishment collections too. So you're going to get the ribbons in there and you're also going to get the rub-ons in there as well. £48 or $60 to get that collection just there. There is also that other smaller collection with the butterfly and the stamps for you as well. Definitely do grab those. Really, really low stocks there though on that one just there. Let me quickly show you, or take you through some of the bits that people have been making with these, because they are gorgeous, from card projects to invitations, to even maybe creating your own stationery. I think would be absolutely beautiful to do with this collection. Maybe think about bringing some of your flower forming. I love that those that butterfly die that you've got on the show, it allows you to really manipulate and get loads and loads of texture on those butterfly wings. Let me just show you this, because someone's done this lovely hanging piece of home decor as well. So creating 3 separate panels there that you can use. Again, lots of people using the frames very, very beautifully. I think you definitely need to get the big collection, and I think you're just going to have to get the butterflies included too, because it lends itself so beautifully to the rest of the collection. Right, that travel mug, oh my word, 2/3 of the stock of that has sold out and gone. And I'm a bit concerned by the amount of you that have that sat in baskets as well at the moment. Remember, $9.99. A few of you asking online what the inside is like. It is purple. It's this purple plastic on the inside. Beautiful brushed stainless steel on the outside of there as well. And it says, when in doubt, craft. The thing I love about it as well is that if you're getting that, you're going to have to make sure you get the tote bag, because the tote bag, I mean, pretty much matches it. It's in the same font as well, which is fantastic. Remember, spend £40 or $40, this tote bag will automatically appear in your basket. This, of course, is our members event. It means everyone is getting an extra 5% Club Inspire discount, and you are all getting double points as well as that free tote bag when you spend £40 or $40. If you're new to us and you've just joined us today, and you're thinking, oh my word, I absolutely love it here. You might not be wholly familiar with Club Inspire and how it all works. Here's a piece of video with Sara taking you through all the things that are so great about our fantastic club.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now, on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there, of course, of our wonderful club, and never a better time to get joined, because everyone is going to get that extra 5% off, meaning platinum members, oh yeah, you guessed it, you're getting 25% off, not of just everything here in the show, everything across our entire website right up until the end of Sunday. So what I'd say is, if you've had your eye on one of those big collections, you've been thinking about a big machine, or you know, there's just a load of things that you've got them on your wish list, you've been thinking about them for a while, now is the time to grab them, get the extra discount. Don't forget about getting that double points as well, helping you up to the next tier of the club, which is fantastic. Now we're going to focus on something that's been really popular. All of our ink pads very recently have been been very, very busy that we've brought to you. But the pigment ink pads particularly have been super, super busy. I think it's because we recently restocked all of the fabulous colours. So it means that we've got all of your favourite colours ready to go and in stock. Let me take you through what you're getting. You're going to get the smoked emerald in here. You're also going to get the pine tree. This one here is the sandstorm. You've got the pumice in here as well. The noir black, that's going to be included. I love this one, that lovely blue-green that is the Lagoon. Frosty Jade. I always think it sounds like someone who's a little bit annoyed, Frosty Jade. You know, she's not that friendly. We've got a Jade that works here and she's not frosty at all. So, but that's what the colour's called and I can't change that. Friar Brown is this one just here. We've also got baby blue. You then have Bordeaux. We've got the Spa Blue coming in there, as well as the Smoke Plume, and finally your Spring Meadow. They are all in there for you, which is fantastic. Now, the great thing about these is that you can do so many different techniques with them, and because they're opaque as well, it means that they are really vibrant. They really do make quite a splash. So you can see here on some of the samples that you've got. These are also wonderful if you want to create your own background papers as well. They're fantastic for allowing you to do that. Really lovely vibrant mix of colours. Wonderful for your heat embossing because you've got the coloured ones as well. It means you don't have to have all the different coloured heat embossing powders to go with it. Really, really busy. A great saving. 20% off of that is what you're getting. £50 or $70. Now, if you want some stamps to go with them, we also have some fantastic stamp sets available as well that would work beautifully with this collection. So this one here is your frame sentiments. You've got that one there. We're also going to include for you essential sentiments. You've got the Floral Fusion. Now, this would be great for making your own background papers, as would the floral arrangements. The Summer Garden would be great for that too. And I love this one. So you've got the flourishes and the borders here. This is great for making things like your own reefs, your own corners with. Lots that you can do with them. 6-piece collection, 6 different individual collections there. $29.97 or $44.85. It is a half price deal. So definitely grab that. Remember, everyone is going to get at least another 5% off of that as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Right. Chloe items, very busy on these. Last call, I believe now, for the poinsettia corners. It is limited stock. If it's in your basket, I'm going to have to ask you to move towards the checkout with that one because it is very busy and it is a half price deal for you there as well. Right, loads of you commenting along. If you want to drop any questions into me, absolutely you can do that over on Facebook. If you want to go for the Builder Reef, I mean, so limited on this one here. Also $12.49 or $18.45 if you want to go for that. And then you've also got that pretty poinsettia there. All of these very, very limited. So please do be quick for them. Loads of you still commenting away over on Facebook. Any questions that you've got, do get them into me and I'll pop them across to Sara. If you want to pop them over on YouTube as well, you can. Someone from our social media team will pick them up there as well. But for now, I'm going to hand you over to Sara because I know how much she loves this product.
The Opaque Pigment Ink Pads, please go back and watch. Our Leanne did a whole masterclass just on these ink pads, showing you a load of these techniques that you can do. I'm just going to try and give you a quick 10 minutes of a bit of a flavour for them while we've got them on an awesome deal. That you get double points on, that you get your extra 5% discount on top of your club discount, and that you're going to get your free gift with. Basically, because I know a lot of you are already going for this today, and I'm hoping with a little bit of a flavour of what they do, a lot of you will get these, and then you can go and watch that full masterclass with them, okay? Now, let's have a little look. A couple of the cards that I've picked out that I really love, that I want to show you the techniques, okay? If I start with this one, first of all, okay? So can you see on here, can you see how you've got that gorgeous two-tone stamping, right? So let me show you. And do you know what I'm going to do, Joe? I'm going to be a tinker. I'm going to go and bring a couple of our other ink pads. So I'm going to go and get my water reactives. And should I get them in the same colour? So let's have a look. I'll do these in the, I like the blues. I'll do them in the baby blue. And I do like that really, that Lagoon that you were talking about. So if I do get baby blue and Lagoon, and if I get them in the, oh, that's Oasis, baby blue and, come on Lagoon, where are you? Baby blue and Lagoon. I'm going to get them in our Harmony water reactives, which I know most of you will have. Let's have a little look at the difference, okay? So if we stamp these, let's get a nice stamp out. Do like this one that we've used.
Creating backgrounds with these and then foiling over them. Laurie was saying she did exactly that yesterday and it worked beautifully.
Ooh. So I would like to see some pictures of that, guys.
Yes, please. Laurie, if you want to send them to us some pictures of that, we'd love it. studiocrafterscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send those pictures into. So get them into us.
Right, so let's have a look. I'm going to put a couple of bits of the one colour and then I'm going to put a couple of bits of the other colour. So bear in mind, this is the ink that is not designed for not designed for embossing. It's not necessarily designed for stamping. This is your ink that's designed for your watery backgrounds, right? Now, if you stamp and these are the sort of results that you get, right? And it looks a little bit, can you see it looks a little bit splodgy? That's because these inks, whilst they are fantastic inks, they are fantastic inks for a different purpose. They are fantastic inks for doing all of your backgrounds and your blending. Let me show you if I use these opaque pigments and I'm going to stamp with them and the difference that you'll get. Now, let's have a little look. Instead of, what you must be very careful is, Joe, is to not cross-contaminate the colours.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter so much with the others. That's why we do the daubers. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these two off and I'm going to get the two daubers. They're on the website. So I'm going to get the two daubers with these two colours, because what you can do is you can pick up the ink and you can apply it to just a certain area, okay? And that's what you want to do. And then we're going to apply the second colour to this area here. But instead of putting the ink pad on there, you're putting, not the ink, but you're putting the dauber instead, so that we can transition that colour through and we haven't cross-contaminated our colours here. And then watch what happens now when I stamp this, how much clearer it is. Let's go and stamp it on here. Stamp that down there. Right, so let's just compare when we do this with your opaque pigments versus when we do it with our regular ink, with our Harmony water reactives. If this is the sort of results that you're getting stamping and you want these sort of results, it's just about using the right impact for stamping. So let's have a little look. I'm going to do the other one here, Joe. So I'm going to do exactly the same here. I'm just going to bring a little bit of ink onto them, and then I'm going to bring a little bit with the second colour, and I'm going to show you how we can then go and emboss with these, because they're fabulous, fabulous inks for doing your embossing with.
Laurie's got back in touch. She can't send the pictures in. Do you know why?
Why?
She's on our design team and their new projects for August for HSN.
Oh!
So definitely can't be doing that. No, that can't happen. Maybe if you want to see them, though, you could join us next Friday evening. Maybe you'll see them then. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Beautiful.
Right, what I'm going to do while I've got them on is I'm now going to come in with some clear embossing powder, Joe, because I'm going to bring these. If I fold this over in half, I'm going to use now my clear embossing powder over the top, so that you can see how fabulous this is going to look embossed. And this is what I love about these. It's the fact that they give you the most detailed stamping, but then not only that, you can then go and emboss with it. So what I've found is, Joe, all of my stamping now I do with the opaque pigments, and then I do the embossing, or even I double emboss it if I want that really professional finish. So even if I'm just stamping a sentiment on a card in one of the shows, you'll notice I'll go to like the black opaque pigment. As long as I'm not colouring it in, I'll always choose going to the black opaque pigment over the black any other type of ink pad, because of the clarity that I'll get in with the stamping. Now that's been heat embossed there, and that just takes it again on another level. Doesn't that look fabulous, right? So that's one thing that you can be doing. Now, the stamps that are in this kit just lend themselves so well to all the techniques that you would do with your opaque pigment ink pads. And I'll show you again. You've got loads of them in there. I was showing you exactly what we've done when we've done this one. That card is fabulous because of the clarity of all of the stamping, right? One of the other ones that I love is this card here. So can you see the background where it's all been blended, Joe? That's been done with the with our water reactive ink pads. And then look at these lovely flowers. So when you want to stamp big block flowers like this, which in fairness most people would never dare do, these here will absolutely do this, right? So if I just open one of these are all photopolymer, by the way. So if I just bring this one here, where's my ink pad? Right, I'm going to try and not get ink all over my fingers as well, Joseph.
Snooze you lose you, old Sonia's been in touch, Sarah.
Go on.
Says, oh my goodness, my hubby just went on his account on his phone and bought me the Gemini Junior. He said, now you've got the mini, the junior and the large one. Awesome hubby, Joe and Sarah, y'all are awesome. Thank you for these deals. You're more than welcome. What a great husband.
I think your hubby's awesome as well. I think we definitely need a little bit of love. He's doing well today, isn't he? He's a good one.
Absolutely.
Right, let's have a look. I'm going to go now for Frosty Jade. And I'm going to do Frosty Jade with a bit of smoked emerald in. Yes, right. We do a little bit of Frosty Jade and smoked emerald in. Do you want me to do the comparison again so you can see how it stamps with one and with the other?
Oh, yes, please.
Frosty Jade and smoked emerald. Right, I'll come back in a second.
Someone is asking, Valerie's asking, can you clean your stamping mat? And if so, what with, Sarah? Good question.
I'm busy looking for Frosty Jade and I'm trying.
I'll ask Sarah again in a second.
I'm really listening to what you said.
I'll ask her again in a second when she comes back. Now, if you want to go for the Harmony Pigment Ink Pads, remember what you're getting included in there. So you're going to get 13. You're going to get Baby Blue, Bordeaux, Fry Brown, Frosty Jade, Lagoon, Noir Black, Pine Tree, Pumice Sandstorm, Spar Blue, Smoked Emerald, Spring Meadow, and Smoked Plume. Is the ones that you'll get included there. I was just saying, Valerie had asked, can you clean that stamping mat? And if so, how?
This one here?
Yeah.
I'll just use a damp cloth.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter if it gets a bit mucky, I guess, if it's dry. Does it, the ink?
Right. There's me stamp. I could only find smoked emerald at short notice. So there's smoked emerald, right? Let's go with smoked emerald with this one. Let's have a look at the difference. It's just a completely different type of ink, right? So we take the smoked emerald on this one, because it's opaque as well, straight down onto here, right? So can you see the difference there?
Absolutely.
So if you're stamping and getting these sort of results, this is exactly the same colour ink pad, but it's just the fact that you just haven't got the right ink pad for stamping. You want this opaque result, you need the opaque pigment ink pads. That's the difference. And again, what we can do is we can use our, let's go with the smoked emerald and the Frosty Jade. So if we want to do both, right, I'm going to just clean up around here. I'm going to bring in a nice light colour here with our Frosty Jade. So I'm going to go smoked emerald on there. Right, but I'm going to bring the Frosty Jade down from the top. So let's just take a little bit off here. Yeah.
A lot of people saying they love those finger daubers. You get 40 of them. They are available over on the website. I know they're out of stock for ages, Sarah, but I know they have been back in stock as well recently, which is fantastic. Laurie's saying definitely get the sponge dauber set. They are really, really wonderful. Carol says she just uses a wipe for her stamping mat and comes out fine every time. I love the ombre, Sarah.
Isn't that really nice? And I want you to see how you easily do ombres with these. Just make sure I'm going to go and clean that dauber up afterwards. And this is just I'm just baby wiping it, to be honest, Joe, to keep it nice and simple. And that will go back into there. Keeping the stamps nice and clean. And again, that's brilliant if you want to go and do your, your embossing on top. What I do quite like is with, again, if I get let's get a nice clean bit of cardstock here. So we'll just go on to the top corner. I'm going to go, I've got a nice bright green here, the Spring Meadow. And should we do the Spring Meadow with a little bit of the deeper green in here, the Pine Tree. So Pine Tree all over. And then I'm going to bring my Spring Meadow in just around the tops. Let's have a look. I'll go with the darker one here. Pick up that colour and then just tap it in around the edges.
If you're using a light and a dark together, would you always use the darker first? Is that the general rule?
I don't know. You better ask Leanne when she's in doing.
I will add it to my list.
We'll have to organise another 101 ink pad with Leanne, won't we?
Oh,
101 ink pad class.
Maybe we could do like one where we do all of the ink pads. How about that?
That's a really nice idea, actually. Do you want me to see about organising Leanne doing that?
Yes, that'd be lovely if you wouldn't mind.
Leave that with me. Get yourself the opaque pigments while they're on the deal, right? And then I'll get Leanne to do a show with them as soon as possible. Yep, get it booked in the next few weeks. Is that a good plan?
Great plan. Loving that. Very, very busy on these. Remember, 20% saving is what you've got. Everyone's going to save a bit more though. Club Inspired Platinum members in the UK, you get these for $37.50, remember, because you've got that 25% discount across absolutely everything and the double points. And of course, you'd get your, spend over £40 or $40, you'd get your free tote included as well, which is brilliant. Loads of people letting me know that they've got hold of their totes as well, and got loads coming. One of our viewers was Anne-Marie earlier, said she's got 4 on the way. That's very tactical with the tote accumulating there. Still about 45 minutes left on these shows. Loads still to share with you in this Cartload show too. Very, very busy across lots of different items. We've got some double-sided dies coming up very soon for you, which will be loads of fun. They were very, very busy in that earlier show. Remember, double points and 5% off across absolutely everything. How are you getting on there, Sarah?
Well, I've triple enamelled that one now. So can you see, if I hold that really close to the overhead, can you see how dimensional that enamelling is on it? Fabulous. There, you can see it now. So if you ever want to do that enamelling effect, these are the ink pads to do the enamelling effect with. And again, if I just take you back, the difference is, this is what you get if you use the wrong type of ink pad for stamping. These are exactly the same too. So can you see, there is our background that was the same as this, the smoked emerald. And then there is our beautifully detailed stamp, versus when we did it with the other type of ink pad and you just get a non-clear ink. That's what really made me understand. When I first started stamping, I didn't understand the difference between the different types of ink pads. And it was when someone showed me that. You just think all ink pads are for stamping. Well, they're not. They're for ink application. So our Harmony water reactors, the same as your Tim Holt Distress inks, all of those, they are not designed for stamping. They're designed for inking and creating inked backgrounds and distress elements. These ink pads, your opaque pigments, are for stamping and getting a lovely, clear, crisp image. Absolutely beautiful, and they're so busy. One of the most popular ink pad collections that we bring to you. 13 fabulous ink pads there for that incredible price, £50 or $70. Right, I need to move on. Need to share with you again. Need to tell you about the travel mug. Really busy on the travel mug. 2/3 of the stock has gone here. It is absolutely wonderful. You're going to be able to keep your hot drinks hot, your cold drinks cold, but you're going to do it in style, which is the most important thing. So many of you having gone for these today, $9.99 or $13.99. It's in a lot of baskets at the moment, that one, so do grab it if you want it. Right, I need to remind you of some stuff that's proving very busy in the show. First up is the Centura Pearl card and envelope bundle that we've got for you here. Really fantastic, these beautiful colours there with the gold and the blue and the lavender as well. £25 or $35 if you want to get hold of those. Right, we've also got the ink pad storage trays for you on the show. This is the deal that everyone waits for. We do a few different deals on these, but this is really the clincher, this one, because $16.99 or $24.95 normally gets you one. You get both of them, so you're going to get 12 of them for that price that you're seeing just there, which will allow you to store up to 36 ink pads. They stack on top of each other, they clip together side by side. Someone was asking in the comments if they can stack these on top of their pen storage. They're a different width, aren't they, Sarah? So I wouldn't imagine they go together. Different depth, that's the one. So no, it's Vera that was asking that. They don't, Vera, no. Right, red liner tape, the Duo collection that you've got here, £4.75 or $9.81 if you want to grab hold of these. Both 6 mils there for you. Really fantastic, give you a really strong stick, great for construction those. Great glue bundle for you on the show. You can get the essential Collal glue bundle. What you've got in here is you've got the all-purpose, you've also got the tacky glue, and you've got those 2 fine tip glue applicators as well. $16.50 or $31 if you want to grab hold of those. Very busy on the vintage lace collection, the Cartload 10-piece collection, as you can see there. Easy to see why, because it is a 10-piece collection, £48 or $60 as a half price saving, which is wonderful. There is a smaller collection. We haven't included it in the big bundle because we don't have as many of these. So if you do want this smaller collection, you'd need to be quick for that.
$9.99 or $13.95. Also very busy on the Stick It, the adhesive sheets that we've got for you on the show. These are fantastic, especially for those more intricate dies that you want to be able to adhere to your projects. This is a great way of doing it. 5 sheets you get for £5 or $6.50. As you can see just there, really, really busy on those. Right, need to share with you the double-sided dies. Now, there's a few different ways of you getting hold of these. I'll take you through the 3 smaller collections that we've got on here firstly. Now, the great thing is about our double-sided die that in one pass, you get so much cut for you. So, you can see here this beautiful lush topper that you've got just there, which is fantastic. However, it cuts the matte layers for you and also the topper layers as well. Flutter by Wishes is that one just there. You're also going to get that one along with All of My Heart. Again, really versatile, very, very usable. So that is your first. If you're going for the individual bundles, that would be the first one that you'd get there, all in that larger bundle. Bundle 2 is this one here, the Floral Mandala. Mandala is so popular at the moment. This is a beautiful one. Play around with different textures and colours there as well. This one here is your Floral Delights, as you can see. If you want to go for this one, you can indeed. That's coming along with the Mandala. This one just here is your Sweet Cupcake. So we're on to the next bundle here as well. The Sweet Cupcake one there, again, looks good enough to eat, doesn't it? The way that it cuts out and layers beautiful. This one just here as well is your Pretty Posy. Really, really beautiful, really lush, full effect. Now, because they are double-sided dies, you will need to go for the double-sided die plates. I'll give you the details for those in a minute. Let's change those details back to that main collection, because I know everyone is going to want to go for that big collection, because if you get them all together, you get an even better saving as well. £80 or $105. Of course, no one is paying that, because you're all going to get that extra 5% discount on top of the Club Inspired discount that you were already getting, which is fantastic. Now, big news. I cannot believe that we're doing this. This was the members mega deal that was meant to last for the entire week. It has absolutely gone bonkers crazy, and it has sold out. Both the Gemini and the Gemini Junior have both sold out and gone with this particular die bundle that you can see just here. So if you went to the website at the moment and bought either of the machines, you'd pay that price just for the machine at the moment. There is people scrambling around as I talk, getting something else together for you. So we are working on bringing While Stocks Last back to you, but this deal at the moment has sold out and gone. Congratulations if you managed to get your hand on it. Right, let's share with you the detail again of that travel mug. Very, very busy on the travel mug. I know loads of you multi-ordering this. I had a little look after the show earlier and could see some of you going for 3s and 4s of these, which is fantastic. And when in doubt, craft, of course. What else is there to do? Naturally. I love the fact as well, it kind of matches with your tote bag that you've got here. Keep calm and craft on, as you can see just here. You're going to get this when you spend over £40 or $40. You'll get the free tote bag. It will appear immediately because, of course, it's our members event. Remember, you're getting double points and you're also getting that extra 5% discount. With regards to the discount, when you log into your account on our website, the price you see will be the price you pay. All of those discounts are already taken care of for you, which is absolutely brilliant. Loads of you are still commenting away. Right, double-sided dies. Don't forget, if you're going for the double-sided dies, you will want to grab hold of the double-sided die plates as well for your Gemini Junior or for your big machine. We have both of them available to you. Do pop across and check the website for both of those. We are getting a lot of questions in, Sarah. Wondered if you'd remind us about the little trick you do to flatten out the plates sometimes. We've had 4 or 5 people asking across both Facebook and YouTube about that.
No problem, I'll walk you through that before I start my next demo. And what I will say about that Gemini deal, it's just the freebie bundle that we've sold out of. We haven't sold out of Geminis, don't panic, we've got a warehouse full of Geminis, but the freebie bundle, the £100 of the stuff, that's what a couple of those items we just don't have any more of. So I've authorised them to work out what else we can give you to the same value so that you can still get hold of that fantastic members mega deal bundle. So it might be couple of items different to what Joe's got, but I didn't want you to be able to have to miss out, given that we've got a whole weekend of the members event and we've sold out of it in what, 3 hours of programming, Joe? And you were here all weekend with it? That's a little bit crazy. Right, so what I'm going to do, you wanted me to explain to you about the plates. Right, if you have plates which are mine's starting to go a little bit, can you see? Starting to bend just a little bit. If you get that, and also because this one's being cut absolutely tons, you can see it's starting to kind of show some patterns on the plate there. What you're going to do is you are going to get your machine. No, you're not. You're going to get your kettle. Fill your kettle full of water and boil your kettle. Then in my sink, I put the plug in, I put the plates in, and I pour the boiling hot water. I generally do 2 kettlefuls over top of the plates in the sink, and then put something heavy like a brick or something like that on top of the plate and just leave it for a couple of hours for the water to cool down. And that hot water, what it does is it kind of slightly just remolds the plastic nice and smooth instead of having all the little, the little cutting marks into it. And then also when you take them out, put them underneath. I use my chopping board, so I have my Gemini plates, put the chopping board on top of it, and I stand my Gemini on top of the chopping board. And so that pressure of the Gemini, leave it overnight. When I come back, they'll never go poker straight like a brand new set are, but they'll go much, much straighter than what they were. So it's a brilliant tip to do with your clear cutting plates. I know that your plates bevel and warp if you don't remember to turn them on the Gemini. And some people say to me, well, with other machines, their plates don't warp. Well, that's because you're putting them through a machine that's got nowhere near the amount of pressure as the Gemini. That's the difference. You have that much pressure. The pressure has to go somewhere when you're not using it, and it gets absorbed into the plates. So when you compare them to other machines and say, well, their plates don't warp, it literally is because they haven't got the pressure that the Gemini's got. So it's make your decision, I would say. And for most people, over 250,000 people around the world, they'd rather have the pressure in the machine. So that's what I would say there, Joe. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the double-sided dies. I'm going to use that lovely heart die. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the heart in 4 different colours. So I'm going to go with a nice matte mirror and a glitter and then a nice, let's have a look, I think I'll go matte mirror on the base, then we'll have some dark pink, light pink, and then some glitter on the top and layer it up 4 levels. Obviously the base one we don't need to be sticky, but these 3 I'm going to stick them all flat on top of each other. So look what I'm going to use, Joe. I'm going to use our sticker that we've got on the show today. All right, so what I've done is, this is the sheet I was using earlier this morning, and you'll see when you peel the backing off, okay, it's basically adhesive on both sides of a sheet. So you just peel the backing off like this, and you've got then a sheet of stickiness as it was. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put, I think the best way to get these on here, yeah, I'm going to put 1, 2 of these onto here. So it's not quite going to fit all the way, but we're not far off here. And then I'm going to put my glitter card down on here as well. And then just cut them out as you would, just like as though you're using like a regular sheet, so that we've got the stickiness on there. You following, Joe?
I am following you.
Yep.
Indeed, I am. My eyes are peeled. Loads of different questions coming in about a whole host of different products, which I'll pop to you as we go through the show. So if anyone's got any questions, of course, they can always get them in over on Facebook, where I'm monitoring the conversation on Crafters TV Facebook page, or if you're watching us on YouTube, one of our social media superstars is monitoring all the conversations over there as well. Just lots of scrambling going on at the moment to bring to you another Gemini deal. So I can't believe how quickly that went. Can you? Absolutely flabbergasted. Very busy also on these double-sided dies. Pretty much everyone going for that big collection. Everyone seeing the value in these. Some people often a little bit scared about double-sided dies, but I think it's just like having a die, but it's doing double the amount of work for you. So nothing really to be scared of. No, absolutely not, Joe. And it's basically, they're like, I like to think of them as either getting twice as much for your money or you're paying half the price that you would need to. Now, a little bit of a tip. I've got my sandwiches made ready there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm adding in the metal plate. Now, if you've ever got a detailed die, add in your metal plate at this stage. So in between your 2 sets of double-sided die plates is where I'm adding them in. You can see the details have just come up there for your double-sided die plates.
If you don't have double-sided die plates, don't buy double-sided dies. You need to invest in a set of the plates. However, you will only ever buy one set of those plates because they're made out of a very, very special material which absorbs that extra pressure from the machine and will not warp at all. So, oh, look what it's doing. This is brilliant, right? Can you see that the machine stopped and ran them through? Because I'm pushing a little bit because the regular sandwich that we recommend isn't your doesn't have your metal plate in. It's tried it. When it's got to the thick section, it stopped and returned it. I'm going to be cheeky, Joe. I'm going to just try it again. I'm going to turn it round.
Cheeky thing.
Well, this is what you're going to do at home, isn't it? I'm going to try it the other way because I think it got most of the way through and didn't get stuck. Well, you've got the confidence in the machine that if it is too thick, that's what it'll do. So I think it's a brilliant way to just kind of test the water as it was. Notice as well I'm using the junior plates and the large Gemini, and I'm using that extra metal. So what I would say is those of you who've seen the deal that we've got on today, it's worth getting 3, basically you buy 3 metal plates, either the large ones or the junior ones, and you get them at half price. But then that's before you get your discount on there, your club members discount, which this time you're going to be getting a lot cheaper than you would usually. So do you know what I would be thinking? I would be thinking that those plates, it's essentially, if you are in the club, it's like you're getting them for 3 plates for almost the price of 1 pretty much.
Absolutely. And everyone's choosing to stock up today on all of those plates for their Gemini, which is fantastic. Very, very busy across those. I love these as well because I think they're really modern, these, and the sort of look and feel it gives. Also, Sarah, I'm guessing you wouldn't really have to put too much more on a card project if you've got a beautiful topper like this going onto it.
That's the idea. That's the idea. It's doing all the work for you so that it's much quicker and easier to do a really nice card. And I've actually used some of our heart shape, one of our heart-shaped nesting dies to create an easel. So I've got a heart-shaped easel that I'm going to put my lovely heart shape onto there. And can you see how easy these pop out? Now, this is where you'll realise the benefit of the stick it, Joe. Right. Because you'll see that actually, if I was wanting to try and make all of this sticky, that would be a big pain. Whereas you add this in, and you're just you'll see me in a second, just peel the backing off and it'll just come together in seconds.
Now, we need to give a little bit of a heads up of tomorrow, don't we, Sarah? Because we've got a couple of very special shows coming up.
We do.
It's a double Sara day. It's a double Sara day. What have I done to deserve this?
Look at that.
It's a fabulous couple of days. Right,
because it's a members event. I was pulling rank and saying I'm doing them shows.
We've got a soft craft launch day tomorrow, which will be amazing. Softer Side of Life versus launch day. A brand new launch for you, which will go beautifully with your die cutting machine as well. Very excited to be here with Sarah in the morning at 11 a.m. UK time or 6 a.m. If you're on the East Coast, sorry. Also, then don't forget as well, we've got Colour Me Happy, which will be coming up in the afternoon. It's a new time slot of 4 p.m, which is
very excited about that one.
11 a.m. if you are over on the East Coast. Remember that it's sparkle, half price sparkle, I'll say, at that on some of them too. So very exciting show tomorrow.
Well, let me tell you, I've spent this afternoon, Joe, getting ready for my demonstrations for tomorrow. Should I share some photos on Facebook after the show? I'll share some photos so that you can see what I've got ready for tomorrow. The demonstrations I've got for tomorrow, I think, are the best demonstrations I've ever shown with sparkle pens. So make sure you tune in tomorrow because let me tell you, you are in for an absolute treat.
That's going to be fantastic. Can't wait for that. Double Sara Day indeed. Shadaya is saying can't wait for that. Lots of you talking about your cutting plates. Pretty much. Don't forget the 2 cutting plates available with that carry bag. You've also got the 3 metal plates available. Both of those are available for the junior and they're available for the larger Gemini as well, which is fantastic. A lot of people say that they choose to, Paula saying what she does, Sarah, this is a new one on me. She says she uses the bottom plate as the bottom plate every single time when she cuts through her machine. And she only always keeps the top plate as the top plate.
That's nice.
And she says she changes the top plate less often.
Well, there's a great tip to share with everyone.
Yeah, I think that's a great tip. So a bit of permanent marker maybe on your bottom plate, put a big B on it. And yeah, worth giving it a try, I'd say.
Everything's worth giving it a try. I think that's a great top tip, that one. I'll certainly be trying it. So
that is looking beautiful. Remember, 3 different ways of getting hold of these double-sided dies. You've got 3 different collections here which make up that big collection. So you can cherry pick. You can get a couple of these. Everyone that I think seeing the value in it and going for that bigger collection so far, because that really represents the biggest saving as well. You're saving almost £40 in the UK, saving $75 if you are across there in the US. I'll show you some more ideas of things that you can do with these in a few minutes and recap what comes in which bundle for you as well. That's a beautiful little card.
Isn't that nice? I just thought, there you go, I'll just show you that quite quickly. I thought that was quite lovely, that little one there, Joe.
Really love that. Beautiful, beautiful creation. Right, can I whiz everyone through the different options, Sarah, that it comes to getting these? So 3 different smaller bundles for you firstly. So you've got this one is your first bundle, which in there you're going to get Flutterby Wishes, and you're also going to get All of My Heart. The second option that we've got is these 2 together, Floral Mandala and also Floral Delights. And then the third option that you can get together are these Sweet Cupcake, and that is coming alongside Pretty Posy there as well. So they're the 3 different options, or option 4, of course, which is the best option, is to get them all together. There's lots that you can do with these. You can make them very modern. You can make them a little bit more traditional if you wish as well. There is that fantastic cupcake one. I think this project might be one of my favourites. Check out the bling on that. Isn't it gorgeous? Love the glossy accents there on the cherries. Jackie Alt has made this one. Love that one, Jackie. This one's gorgeous here as well. So we've got the floral design there across 3 different colourways on the one project. We've then also got here as well the butterflies, which are brilliant. So you can see really full and lush. Great when you use them with loads and loads of colour. The floral ones are gorgeous too, on a beautiful Zed Fold card there for you. You've got the butterflies there too. They're looking brilliant. That mandala coming in, whether you choose, sorry, wrong way around. That mandala there, if you choose to do it with colour, also looks really lovely in the monochrome there as well, with that embossing folder and loads of pearls on there too. Another really great way of using that. If you want to go for them all together, £80 or $105 to get hold of that, saving you $59.94 in the UK, saving you $74.70 if you are in the US. Right. The cutting plates with the storage, super busy on these. Let me grab them for you and take you through what you're getting. So you get the 2 clear cutting plates, which, let's face it, are the 2 that you're going to want to replace first, and the ones that are definitely worth having a couple of spares of these available to you, which is brilliant. So 2 of those, and then what you're also getting is you're also going to get the storage bag to keep them in as well, which is brilliant. $19.98 if you want to get those, or $29.90. Really fantastic price on those. Over a quarter off there. So there's that deal on the plates. We've also got, I'm pretty sure you can get the plastic shim in the show as well, but you've got the metal one. It's in a 3-pack. Now the great thing is about these newer metal ones is they've got a filed and beveled edge. So they are really much nicer on those edges there. So if you've had yours for a while, definitely worth replacing them. You get 3 here and you get them half price, which is brilliant. You've got them for the Gemini. They're available as well for the Gemini Junior if you want to grab those. $14.98, $22.42 for the larger machine. Oh, have we got another 5 in 5? How fantastic. Do you know what that means? It means I've got an excuse to get my bell out again. Right, 5 in 5. 5 in 5 is where we bring you 5 deals in 5 minutes. It's fast, it's furious, it's rather fabulous, I think, as well. And I can see Sarah is poised. She's like a coiled spring over there, ready to guide me through these 5 products in the next 5 minutes. Don't forget, loads coming up still as well. Tomorrow, 2 brand new shows for you, that launch day show, and also we then have the Colour Me Happy show. Remember, at the weekend as well, got another launch day at the weekend for you, along with a craft house, a very special hunky-dory craft house, all new product for you in that show as well. Myself and Craig will be here, and we'll be joined by the lovely Helen Goodwin as well via Skype. Then Sunday, another launch day. 3 launch days in a row. We are spoiling you, aren't we? This is what you expect from our members event. And of course, then you've got a second chance Sunday as well. Don't forget, 5% extra off of your club inspired discount. You're going to get double points, and I haven't showed it. Let me just model it once more for you as well beautifully. You're going to get that tote for free when you spend £40 or $40. So many of you got multiples of these on the way. Right, the clock is there on the screen. I can see Sara is ready to go. So you ready, Sara? 3, 2, 1.
I am ready. Right, first item up. Pokey tools. Come on, guys, you all need some pokey tools. Look at this. Price per set, $1.99, $2.95 for 2 of them, right? So, look at this. They're awesome, our pokey tools. You see us using them all the time. And they've got, so you get a 2-pack, but then also, and I pull mine off and stick them on the back. They're supposed to have these lovely, these things on both sides. Let me just see if I can pull this one off, Joe. Yeah. So they do come to you like this with ones on both sides because they've got that like protector on the other edge. However, look what I do. I always take a one off the top as well, so that if I'm doing my flower forming, Joe, I can poke it and then
you've only got 17 seconds left.
Right off the edge. 17 seconds is more than enough time with pokey tools. Let me just say, every order going through the checkout process now should have a pokey tool as well as one of our amazing travel mugs in there. Look, I've even got time for
Absolutely, it would. Right, the time's up. It's a very leisurely 5 in 5 here today.
Right, yeah, I didn't realise that. Whoa, right. So, Eternal Elegance Embossing Folder. This is one of our cut and emboss folders, okay? Price on this, over half price. Bear in mind, this is over half price with your half. So you get the 55%, so it should be $12.99, $14.99. You then are going to get your, whether it's you're a platinum member and you're usually getting 20 and you're now going to get 25% off, whatever it is. This is brilliant if you're creating a whole card in one pass through, because what it does is, if you look at this up here, it's going to do all of your embossing and also this frame in the middle. Now, when we launched these, this was the most popular in this collection because it makes a brilliant photo frame. So what I would be doing, Joe, is I'd be getting some of them lovely cards and envelopes that we have, right? And I would be cutting this over the front of one of those carded envelopes and having that hole in the middle so that you can still do a wooden photo frame.
You're out of time.
I'm off. Right,
I was so busy listening to what you were saying, I forgot to ding my bell.
Right, okay, with
love is next.
I don't even know what that is.
It's an edgeable die.
Yeah, yep. No.
Right, next one. The Denise Buddy Bag.
Brilliant. Oh, if I get an extra minute at the end, can I go back to my other one, the one that I liked in the last show?
Yeah, go on then.
Right, the Denise Buddy Bag is one of our top selling buddy bags. I usually have me Denise Buddy Bag behind us and she's not here today, right? So you're going to have to look at the little picture. Can you see, this is the one with the compartments in. So when you get this opened up, because I'm going to have to open it and show you now, right? You get this opened up and inside here, she comes with these individual little compartments, you see, that you make up and then put inside the buddy bag. So it's a buddy bag with the compartments, which is way more exciting than any other type of buddy bag. So there's your bag.
2,
that's the shape that you're going to do.
1.
Don't miss out on your Denise buddy bag. I'm not very good at keeping them to this size, am I not?
Oh.
Right.
The sunshine stamps is what you've got next. Right, any extra time you get at the end of this one, you can have on your any previous one you want.
No, I'm going back to my tool talk from last time.
Fabulous.
What I'm going back to. When you can't find the sunshine, be the sunshine. One of my favourite stamps that we do. It's got another 15% off today, so there's no reason why you can't just throw it in your cart. Now, I think
£2.11.
Exactly. It says everything on there. Ring that bell, Joe. I want a minute and a half on me.
There you go.
Tidy. I'm just making the rules.
You've got a minute and 23 seconds left.
There we go. You see, this is something you all have to have because it's an awesome of $20.97 or $27.99. Okay, I just love that it opens up double. Now, even if we just keep it tight together, right? Look how well. So you open the sides, and they have bases in the base, so that you open this up, and you can put your base flat which gives you that lovely bit of shaping in the edge. So can you see? So we've shaped that out now, and I'm going to shape the other side out in here as well. So this is a great size. Look, you could even fit your travel mug into this, Joe. Great size even for your travel mug. You've got space in here for all of your pens, or like I said, get one of these and use it as like a makeup, but to keep all your makeup bits and pieces in as well. When you get it in here as well, if I just turn this round, this opens up, you see, and actually gives you, that's the bit, so it's got two sections on the bottom. So look what an awesome little caddy it is as a one-off. But then also, when you open this up, so if you don't have much space, open this up, it's going to go flat against your wall, or use the hangings, Velcro this, actually stick it against your wall. Ooh, so it's one of these ones you can have it organised on your wall in your craft room, get it down, fold it back, and off it goes with you. When you're going downstairs to craft, you're going off to your friend's house, whatever it is. These have been selling like hotcakes all day, and I can totally understand why.
Oh, it's a bit more leisurely, isn't it, without the horn?
Oh, I do like the no horn.
Maybe we could mix it up and get a few different bells, you know, keep it fresh.
Whatever you want to do,
practically a campanologist now over here during our 5 in 5s. Right, I can see a lot of you with very, very full baskets looking for an opportunity to check out. I'm going to give you some time to check out your baskets. Whilst you do that, here's all the details of how you can watch and shop at the same time. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. All the details there of how you can watch and shop at the same time. Right, breaking news for you now. The members mega deal, my word, if you could hear, it's like swans, all looks elegant at the top, but behind the scenes here, absolute scenes, chaos broke out when that Gemini deal sold out for you. All the team over at HQ, over the road at Purple Towers, they've worked really, really hard. We couldn't not bring you another members mega deal for the rest of this weekend, because let's face it, we only launched the members mega deal today. So I've got breaking news for you. It did sell out. One of the dies in here, just for you, I'm going to have to remove this one for you. I'm taking this one out. We will pop something else in here to the same value, but it will not be that die that you get. So the guys over the road have worked really, really hard. I don't know how much more of the stock we've got on this one. So if you want it, if you were sad that it had sold out and you'd missed out, it is there right now. It is back in stock. $179.99 if you want the big Gemini. You can, of course, get the junior as well. That junior one is back in stock with the same freebie bundle for you. And the junior will be $139.99 or $199.95. Remember, everyone is getting that extra 5%. So platinum members, you're going to get a quarter off of this. $104.99 or $149.96 if you want the junior. Platinum members for the large machine would pay $134.99 or $187.46. We've worked really, really hard to get that back for you. So if you did miss out on it and you do want it, I'm going to turn that one around. So you will get, of course, everything you get as standard. You will still get over £100 or $100 worth of freebies in there, but it will be a slightly different configuration. Oh my word. Sheer panic there, Sara, for the last 20 minutes.
Do you know what I think? There has been a lot of panic at this end, but I think it was because a lot of you, after I finished my demonstration, I was like, oh, we've only sold half the stock. That's not half the stock of Geminis. We have loads of Geminis. It was half the stock of the £100 freebie bundle. So it's like, what, $140 freebie bundle or whatever. it's as soon as you finished watching the demonstration that literally everyone started checking out their baskets. So like where we'd only done half the stock, then all of a sudden it all went. Let me promise you, you will get just as good of a deal. And if you are someone who has been thinking about going for the Gemini, maybe you're someone who owns the Junior and you've started off your Gemini journey with the Junior, you've been waiting for a deal on the larger Gemini. I know you guys have been asking us for weeks, can we do it? In fact, it's been months. Can we bring a deal on the Gemini? I knew we had this members event coming up, so I knew I wanted to wait until we were in the members event where you would get the double points and where you would get the extra 5% discount, because that literally is the best time to get it while you've got the extra promotion that you can take advantage of, because we never exclude machines from all of our other promotions. Now, for those of you who are still sitting on the fence, have been waiting, I hear, although there is a mad panic, there is a lot of Geminis.
We are back in meltdown again on the website. People are rushing to the checkout now that it's in stock. Remember, it is in stock both in the UK and the US on the Gemini and the Gemini Junior. You will get that slightly different configuration, but same value, Sarah, which is amazing.
Yeah, there is a crazy amount of you sitting with it in your basket right now, okay? Don't panic. We have sorted that out so that what we have, because we have to have this. This is the members mega deal that's running for the whole of the members event. We had to have enough stock to see us through the weekend. So we are absolutely, we've got that sorted. I don't know what little sentiment die you're going to get, but you're going to get another one from the range, I promise.
What I would just say is some people still seeing it as sold out, Sarah. So
just
refresh your browser, maybe log out and log back in if you need to. That should fix the issue.
Yep, let Joe know if you're having any troubles, and then we can see who's struggling and we can kind of get that sorted for you, okay? What I would say is, look at this. Canvas, cork, denim, fabric, felt, even onto felt, vinyl, plastic, wood, vellum, all these different materials, all because you've got that pressure of the Gemini. Now, let's have a look. One demonstration that I didn't get a chance to do earlier is, I've been having a little scrub outside and got myself 8 layers of fabric with this one, right? Now, I'm doing a whole fabric cutting show tomorrow morning. So if you want to see more about fabric cutting, hints and tips as we go, watch the show at 11 o'clock in the morning. What I would say is, if you're cutting fabric, what you need is the metal plates. Now, this is my metal plate. You can see it's very well used. It's had loads of cuts into it. It's not an issue with warp in the metal plate. It's just that you get all of this, markings under it. Lizzie always used to say, it looks like a roadmap of Great Britain by the time you finish with it. They still work in the same way, but I'm just going to flash the details up on your screen of that 3-pack of the metal plates, because they are the new metal plates, which are the ones that, can you see, I can rub my finger along the edge and it's not going to damage it all. It's got like a beveled edge to it. You can see we do them, either the Gemini large ones, which is the big one there, or the Gemini Junior ones. They're half price, right? There's your Junior ones, half price when you go for 3, plus you can use your regular membership discount off that, okay? So I get my cutting plate, you get the top plate, put your multiple layers of fabric on, and in with your bunch of freebies. I was so pleased that the one that we ran out of was not like the multimedia ones, because what I want you to be able to do is, if you're cutting like multiple layers of fabric, you can cut multiple layers of fabric. You want these thicker dies. So if you see this, let's get a regular thin metal die. Here's a regular thin metal die. If I put the two next to each other, you can see this is a lot thicker than what this one is. And that's because this is made out of a different type of metal. It's made in a different way. It's much stronger, and it's going to be able to cut through those multiple layers of fabric. So I've got 8 layers on there. I'm just putting my clear plate on. If you're using a multimedia die, which is our ones that are a slightly different colour, you don't need to use the magnetic. So you're not going to use the magnetic plate. You're just going to go on with your top plate, and you're going to send it through, and it can cut through 8 layers at once. Now, can you see how my plates, I'm just having a little argy-bargy getting them through now, Joe, right?
Argy-bargy, I love that term.
That's because these are the Junior plates, and they're all a little bit warped now. Trying to send them through my Gemini, I've just got to wiggle them in a little bit. If that's you, treat yourself to some new plates while we've got them on offer, right? It seems silly not to while they're on such a great deal.
And loads of people are. Karen says over on YouTube, I ordered the plates last night, which was enough to tip me to platinum. Due to the double points, then I ordered the big Gemini today with my platinum upgraded discount as well. The Barber bag is the best, says Barbs. I'm not biased about it at all, lol.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And look at that, the 8th one there. Just a couple of little nicks on the edge. And I honestly think that's when your plates are starting to warp a little bit, it's not going to be safe. I'll keep at home a separate set of plates for my fabric cutting. And that way it just keeps everything a little bit nicer. And those ones I do stick a post-it note on and remember to turn and rotate them, because those are the ones that are really going to be affected because of the pressure of sending the fabric through, okay? So that is your fabric cutting. What I'm also going to do is just show you when I take quite an intricate die. So let's use that one. Look, we've put double-sided dies in the set. We've got put intricate border dies in here. When I take, let's have a look, there we go. That nice intricate creator card. If you're wanting to do quick and easy Christmas cards, then get yourself one of these, right, Joe? I'm going to take this. I'm going to get one of those lovely cards that we've got, the pearl card and envelope sets, right? This is exactly the right size for that one there. So can you see, you just place that over the front and then a little bit of tape to hold it in place. And we're going to send this through the machine, do all the die cutting in one go.
Wonderful. Joe. Loads of people still commenting away. Loads of people now checking out with the Geminis in their basket too, both the large Gemini and the Gemini Junior. We hope we can bring that deal to you all up until Sunday evening. I do think it may sell out again. So if you do want it, definitely grab it whilst it's in stock right now over on the website. Details on the bottom of your screen as well for those Centura Pearl card and envelope bundle. Those wonderful envelopes there. The envelopes, I think it's worth it just for the envelopes. Like to have Centura envelopes is amazing.
Oh, they just look so expensive when you've done them as well. Now look at this, I'm going to pop all these little bits out, Joe, here. You can either use your pokey tool, which obviously we've got on the show today, or you could use your die brush if you wanted. I generally use the die brush for poking them out of my actual dies. I use the pokey tool for poking them out of my cardstock, right? Oh, I'm terrible when it comes to swirls. You've got to be so gentle with these things. But look at this, that lovely Christmas tree. It's one of my favourite ever creator cards that we've done this one. I was really excited when we put this one in the bundle. So look how easy that was to pop all those bits out. That, with a little bit of silver glitter card or something behind there, Joe. And then the matching envelope to put it in. Where's my envelope? There we go. Look, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's finish it off. So a little bit of glitter. Oh, I like the gold glitter card behind.
It reminds me of Into the Woods, that die. You know when they go... Have you seen the film? It was
Into the
redone
Woods?
recently with Meryl Streep and James Corden. It's a Stephen Sondheim musical. It's quite fabulous. Disney did it. But they go into this sort of enchanted wood, and that's what that tree really reminds me of. What I love about this as well is that your freebies are so relevant. I know I said about it earlier, but how often in the past have you bought a frying pan and got a free traffic cone or something like that? You know, it's like sometimes the two just don't match together. These are all incredible quality dies that you're getting, and they are all dies that you would 100% come back and be getting anyway. So it's great that we're able to include £100 or $100 worth at least with the machine itself, making the machine so affordable. That is a really, really impressive quick card, Sarah.
Isn't it great just to go for a quickie? And I haven't obviously done a little... there you go. Go for a nice little quick card. And I obviously haven't done the... I haven't got the die cut the right size. But then look at this. When that goes into the envelope.
Oh, how fabulous.
I mean, come on. If you gave someone that as a Christmas card, and Joe, you've got, in the pack of cards and envelopes, there's 60 cards and envelopes, even if you just do those quick and easy cards and you have that lovely matching Centura Pearl. Or if you sell your card packs, then why not be doing those card packs and selling them? Absolutely. Honestly, guys, I've got Christmas tied up for you.
Anyone, Sarah, that's got the Gemini was thinking about upgrading to the got the Junior was thinking about upgrading to the Gemini. Or do you know what? A lot of people saying, do I need? Maybe there's people that are watching us for the first time today that have already got a die cutting machine. What difference does owning a Gemini make? Because so many people, don't they, our viewers, but also crafty experts across the industry, Absolutely, this is their go-to machine of choice now.
I would, now I can't verify this because obviously we don't get statistics from other companies, but I cannot think of another die cutting machine in the market that will have sold even half the number that the Gemini has, right? So we've sold over 250,000 Geminis now worldwide, and you're probably already in that club, and for a lot of people it's owning all the Geminis in the family. The big one is the workhorse. That's the one that sits on the table, that if you notice when I'm using it during the day, when I'm here doing Crafters TV, it's the large Gemini I have with my junior plates. I have the Gemini Junior still because this is the one that I put in my craft tote and I take around with me. This is too heavy to be carrying around. This is your workhorse. This is the one that is coming out with you, or maybe it's just that I'm sitting crafting with the kids, so we're doing it at the kitchen table instead of in my craft room because I won't let them touch all the stuff in my craft room. This is the one that I bring downstairs and we all sit and work on. That's why a lot of people have both of the machines. Now, what I would say is, like you said, Joe, it's the professional craft people in the industry. So it's people who maybe get paid by other companies to promote their die cutting machines, and you'll see on TV that's the die cutting machine they'll use. Then they'll be chatting to me in the green room saying, hey, I wouldn't be without your Gemini. It's what I do all my prep work with at home. And it's the speed and the accuracy and the fact that every time you cut, you get that sheer amount of pressure. Now, something I want you to understand is, we are not a machine company, right? Which is really important because most machine companies look to make their money out of selling machines. And also they'll have a game plan. They can't just be a one-trick pony and sell one machine. They'll bring a machine out and then a couple of years later they'll upgrade the machine. Then a couple of years later they'll upgrade it again. So you've got to go on that journey. A little bit like when you buy the latest phone. And 18 months later you need to buy the upgrade model, and 18 months later you're on the upgrade model again. That's not us. We're a die company. I want you all to buy hundreds and hundreds of my amazing dies. So we took the decision, which is quite a brave and bold one, that if we put all of the pressure we possibly can into every Gemini machine from the very first ones off the production line, they're made to the same specification now as they were 5 years ago. Once you invest in that machine and you have that machine home, you won't ever need to replace that. 5 years down the line, how many people now are still crafting with the Gemini machine they bought 5 years ago? And then we do the clever things like, we knew that we were trying to work on the technology for the foil press, but what I didn't want is for the hundreds of thousands of people who bought a Gemini, then we bring foil press out and you've got to buy the upgraded Gemini machine which has the heat sensors in for you to be able to do it. So we just built heat sensors into every Gemini from the off, knowing we wanted to do that technology. Last year we brought double-sided dies out. So then we have all the technology. You need the pressure to work with the double-sided dies. All you need to buy extra is the plates, which are pennies really compared to the technology that you can do. Now I know we've got new technology launching in October this week for our birthday event. It only is compatible with the large Gemini machine. And that's not because we're saying, oh, those of you that have the Junior, you don't count. It's the size of that technology. So the size, you need the larger opening. Your large Gemini machine is a 9-inch opening. The Junior is just a little smaller 6-inch opening. So if you have the Junior and you're going for the Gemini, let me tell you, at some point you will buy the other Gemini machine. At some point you will do away with whatever other die cutting machines you have. If you've got the little mini, then you've got the little quick ones ready to go. And then other than that, there's no other machine that you need. You'll disregard everything else. You will move over to Geminis at some point and never look back. So why not do it while we've got the £100 bundle of freebies in there? You get the extra 5% discount. So Platinum members, you are only paying 75% of the regular price. And also you're getting double points, which is just going to take you to that next band for next year. And also you're getting that £100 bundle of freebies. Plus we're going to ship it to you for free. Plus we're going to throw in the tote bag for free. Our members event is literally the best time to take advantage of big deals like this. That's why we've got the awesome offer on. That's why it's sold out halfway into the second show when it's supposed to be going all weekend. That's why I wouldn't let it sell out, and I'm going to just slightly change up the deal so that you don't need to miss out on it, because trust me, it is a deal not to be missed out on.
Absolutely is. Club Inspired Platinum members as well for the Junior, $104.99 in the UK, $149.96 in the US. Platinum members, if you are going for the larger machine in the UK, $134.99, US $187.46, getting £100 or $100 worth of freebies in there. I need to let you know just how busy we are on that travel mug as well at the moment. Really, really busy there for that one. You can see $9.99 or $13.99. Now, no, we haven't got much of this left. How much of this is left, producer Johnny? 30% of the screen. 30% of the screen is left. 30% of the stock there is left. Don't miss out on that. Also talking about don't miss out on, all weekend or as long as stocks last, when you spend over £30 or $30, we're going to bring you the Keep Calm and Craft On members tote. Make sure you grab that. It'll appear in your cart. When you've spent £40 or $40, it will just be there, which is fantastic. Right, it's been an amazing show. Don't forget to check out your baskets. This is only day 2 of 5 of our fantastic members event as well. So 3 launch days coming your way over the next 3 days, as well as the Craft House, Colour Me Happy, and Second Chance Sunday. Second Chance Sunday with extra discount. Oh yes, that is what we have got. And another double Sara day tomorrow. So I'll see you, Sara, tomorrow then in that case, I guess.
It's a date, 11 o'clock. Don't forget, brand new launch, and we're doing loads of fabric work on the Gemini. So if you've always wanted to see and learn a little bit more about it, and you've got your Gemini on the way, tomorrow morning is definitely a show not to miss. And that sparkle show in Colour Me Happy, what a deal we have, what a set of demos. I'll go and upload those pictures to Facebook this evening so you can have a little sneaky peek at what we're doing, and I'll see you double Sara day tomorrow. You'll be sick of the sight of me by the time you go to bed tomorrow night, but it's going to be an awesome day. Go and get shopped out, get everything you want from your members event, get your travel mug. I'll go and finish my cup of tea that's still nice and warm, and we'll see you in the morning.
See you there.